Okay, let's get straight to the point. Let's talk about WNBA basketball player Angel Reese. So, Angel Reese plays for the Chicago Sky. Now, this season, it's been up and down like a seesaw. Maybe it can improve after the All Star. But before all this, the All Star, Angel Reese was awarded and got the spot for the NBA WNBA edition of 2K26. She's on the front cover. Now, in a moment like this, you should be celebrated, and it's a achievement that you're proud of, especially in the NBA, the WNBA world, any accolades that you can get. You want to get them. Well, her moment and her celebratory moment was short-lived because it all led to a bunch of drama. RG3, Robert Griffin, who used to be a former NFL player for the Redskins, now he's a sports commentator, and people kind of feel like he don't really like Angel Reese because the cover that Angel Reese on actually turned into something that kind of got a little racism involved. I'm not going to show the picture that someone had made and they replaced Angel Reese's face with something else. And it went viral all over social media, and a lot of sports commentators spoke up. But the one who didn't really speak up was RG3. And people kind of feel like he don't really like certain people. So he eventually got tired of people talking about he wasn't saying nothing. He was quiet about Angel Reese, and he said this. All right, this has got to stop. There's no place for racism in this world. Whether you like a player or not, Angel Reese should never be called or depicted as a monkey. I have been quiet on the Angel Reese front because she shared a video that aided in my wife, kids, family, and friends receiving death threats. Threats of physical harm to my family and friends, and threats of violence to my children on social media and beyond. That would never be okay with me. I never attacked her or her family. When I stated and backed up with clear basketball evidence that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. It's sports. Everybody won't like each other. So, in speaking up, trying to speak up for Angel Reese and trying to say something, Robert Griffin took the opportunity to point out the reason why he been quiet and why he was silent like night. He was saying that because Angel Reese did something to him, which people have already stated that Angel Reese didn't do nothing. She reposted something, but I'm not saying what's right and what's wrong, but she is not the originator of the post that went out about RG3. And this was him beefing with somebody else. This wasn't him going back and forth for Angel Reese. But he felt some kind of way about it. So because Angel Reese was depicted in this way when she got the cover, he said, I'm going to be quiet. And people were like, man, that's messed up. It even got so bad because I guess he thought that what he said and all this kind of stuff was going to, smooth everything out. But clearly it didn't go over easy like an egg. It even led to the late, great Martin Luther King's daughter, Bernice King. She jumped in. And Robert Griffin had said something about we need more people ready to build bridges between us and not walls to divide us. So on and so on. And Bernice King replied to him and said, I agree. That's why I suggest you call Angel Reese and stop posting about her. Because I'm just reading you one post. He made a lot of posts about Angel Reese over and over and over again. Well. The drama only got bad from that point. Because here comes Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal. He steps into the picture. Now, y'all know Shaq signed Angel Reese. Her podcast, I want to say, is under Shaquille O'Neal. And I want to say that he gave her a shoe deal with Reebok, if I ain't mistaken. I might be wrong. Well, Shaq was on podcast called Off the Record with two awesome ladies. They doing their thing. Bailey and Lachelle. I think I got their names right. If I didn't, excuse me. They said that Shaq speaks out on Angel Reese drama with RG3. And when I tell you that Shaq went in, Shaq forgot all about working for the TNT, wherever sports network he worked for. He forgot all about that. Shaq took the suit off, and Shaq turned into the old Shaq when he was a rapper and when he was about to duke it up with Charles Barkley. Y'all check out what Shaq had to say on Off the Record podcast. Let's go.
I don't have beef with men. All these beautiful women in the world, why do I have beef with a man? I don't care about no man. Speaking of man, RG3, tweet another monkey post about my girl Angel Reese. I'm punching your fucking face. Okay? It's enough. Like, I don't usually do stuff like this, but just stop it, bro. You got your job, you got your podcast, leave my Angel Reese alone. I'm the one calling her and telling her not to respond. Fucking stop it. That's the last time. Okay? Thank you. Sorry about that.
Woo! Boy, Shaq hot like a pocket. He took the shades off of that. He wanted to look RG3 right in the face and say, look here, don't play with Angel Reese. Now, RG3 whole thing that he was trying to push also, besides him feeling like Angel Reese did something to him, he also was saying, look here, he trying to push this whole thing about Angel Reese don't like Caitlin Clark or the Indiana Fever. Shaq was like, look here, man, that ain't no big deal. They don't supposed to like each other. So Shaq went in again about that mess. Because the ladies on the show, they kind of brought it up, and Shaq shut all that down. He just made it plain and simple. Let's go.
By all means. By all means.
Yeah, you needed to take your time and say that. I'm curious to know, like, what just with the whole conversation that's been happening around RG3, Angel, her hatred towards Caitlin Clark.
She's supposed to hate her, so what?
Yeah.
I hated the Clippers. I hated the Celtics. It's not real hate. If you look around what's going on in this real country, that's hate. This is sports. I'm not supposed to like you. I don't want you to like no other people's podcasts. Fuck them all. Competition. That's what the world's built on, competition. Like, first of all, let them girls, like, leave them alone.
Yeah.
Like, it's a shame. It's a shame that all the stuff you did in your life, you're going to be remembered for your podcast. You're going to be remembered for your podcast. That should tell you you're not that fucking great. I don't want to be remembered for Shaq's Bit podcast. I do not. So, like, leave those girls alone. You already spoke on it. Let it go. Let it go. So what? He hates her. So fucking what? I hate you now for messing with her. Now what? Say something about me.
So Shaq said what he said, and he's standing on it. Now, already online, what's really going viral also about this clip is people kind of side-eyeing trying to figure out, if Shaq is a mentor to Angel Reese or is a little more than that, because Shaq basically talked about why Angel Reese hasn't responded to RG3. And he said, his baby, ain't gonna do that. Let's check it out.
She's not gonna respond because I'm the one calling her and be like, baby, keep it classy. Because she's not soft by any means. You're from the streets. But I'm like, you're beautiful. Don't indulge with these fools, because he's a fool. You don't even have G14 classification to say that. I would respect it more if Lisa Leslie said it. Like, that's y'all category. Stay out of them people's category. Okay, you're sports, whatever you do, you talk about sports, but bro, you don't need to be going deep. Y'all can go deep. Y'all are females. Y'all understand what that's like. He hates her, so what?
So as y'all can see, this whole situation with RG3 talking about these tweets and all this stuff about Angel Reese, it really, really upset Shaq. Like, he didn't hold back at all, for real. Shaq's supposed to be like a police officer in Florida. Shaq threw the badge away. He threw the badge away for this podcast. He took all the gloves off. And I believe him. If he see RG3, I think it's gonna be on and popping. Yeah, for real. Because, a lot of people don't like RG3, not Angel Reese. I mean, a lot of people don't like RG3, especially in the sports world. They feel like he just don't give a fair take when it comes to his own people. And one of the people who definitely been going back and forth with him is none other than Ryan Clark, who has a podcast called The Pivot. And, him and RG3 already had that back and forth. But Ryan Clark jumped in, and he had something to say about this also. Y'all check out what he had to say. Let's go.
RG3 seems to have this strange fascination with Angel Reese, or connection to the spotlight and attention that it brings, or who it brings those things from. I know now I don't get to speak on someone else's Black experience or call something self-hate when I don't know how you truly connect to the community or the culture, or I can't assume that you see yourself in the thing that you push back against. But this one should have been easy. Angel Reese, this young, beautiful, talented, hardworking, successful black woman who is on an absolute tear in the WNBA, who has an opportunity now to unveil her own shoe, is depicted as a monkey in this graphic. A graphic I only saw on his page. So now his millions of followers can see this, and it should be easy to defend her against such deplorable hate and racism and bigotry and evil. But he couldn't do that. He had to make himself both the victim and the hero of this story. He had to mention that Angel Reese did something to him instead of acknowledging what he initially did to her. He had to be the champion again for Caitlin Clark, I guess against the young, angry black woman, by lying on her and her inner circle. So now Angel Reese, who should be in a celebration and trying to ignore the noise of all the evil and attacks that she feels every single day, has to come out along with her mother to shut down these lies and accusations from RG3. This should have been a situation where he comes out as human and says, we have to stop this. Because by his own admission, he says, if you don't support people that don't look like you, then you're a part of the problem. Let me be clear. If you never support people that look like you, you are also a part of the problem. God made us with the responsibility for inclusion and compassion and empathy and love for all people. We also have that same responsibility for our people. I know people were mad that I apologized for my initial statements, but I wanted to make sure people had clarity about what I was saying. But while we're on apologies, we all owe Rob Parker an apology, because though he was early, he was right about RG3.
Look at this, like I say, turned into a whole frenzy. This all started off when Angel Reese made the cover of the NBA WNBA edition 2K26. And instead of her being celebrated and people just showing her love that she made the front cover, it turned into this. Now, hope that they can work this out. Hope that Shaq bump into RG3. Football season going to be coming up. Maybe, they can work it out and talk it out. And maybe Bernice King speaking up, maybe that would make RG3 want to have a conversation with Angel Reese and just call her and smooth this out. But y'all get in the comments, tell what y'all think about this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share my video. I'm Gertie Mack. Holla.